Super Rachel, Rachel Super, Best Rachel, let's see,
Superhero
Superhero Rachel.
Not your specialty. Okay, that's cute. Hey, Dad. She's rolling.
Yes, I see that.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to, not to you, Mom. Welcome to episode 2 of Joyology, being filmed by my mother behind the camera, who may like to participate more than you're expecting. Wave a hand in there, Mom. There she is. All right. This week, we're going to do some special things. Last week we did a quiz and met my parents. My dad was much loved by the viewers, so I brought him back. He had some time. We're lucky to book him. His agent is thrilled he's doing this.
Yeah.
We're also joined by the lovely Flat Roger, my devoted boyfriend, who never leaves the store. Happy to have him as well. So the first thing we're going to do this week is go over the fines. Because last week I made some errors, and I like to get better. Oh, also, see Top Gun in 3D if you can. So the first potential fine I will be facing is if I excessively use okay, anyway, or so. I noticed last week I did that horribly, and I'm terribly sorry. Also, this is worse, and so the fine is higher if I go shrill or in the vicinity of shrill. That's 10 cents. And swearing, of course, is 25 cents. So what I'm going to do here is ask my dad to be in charge of keeping track of my transgressions.
Do I get the money?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, let's see.
But I may have to take out a loan, and you might not see it for a while. Sorry.
All right. Okay.
Now, our second segment this week is mailbag. We had some viewer response, and we'd like to answer those questions and see what the comments are.
Of course.
Let's check it out. Our first comes from Courtney. Can you do some brief 3-minute lessons for us lay people about Buddhism? Yes. You'll be seeing those on YouTube later. From GGLFC92, would love to know more about the time at the Buddhist Retreat Center. I'll write a book for you, lovely lady. Thanks for asking. Third person, Heat Spear. This is from YouTube. What's so Joyology about the show? 'Cause you're smiley. This guy, Y-E-R for your Scotland? What are you thinking?
I guess. I mean, what can I say?
I've been there, you haven't.
That's right. I have not.
Okay, what is so Joyology about the show, Dad?
What is Joyology about the show?
Dad, you missed a fine. I said okay and so. While he's doing that, I will be explaining.
I get 50 cents? 5 cents. Oh, well. That's
Okay.
all right.
This will be explained later in the show in the fourth segment, so wait for that. And he said, would have liked to see more of your dad. You're welcome. He also said, no offense to your mom. She's lovely.
Thank you for your inquiry. Glad I can be here.
So, because of that, dear man, we're going to have the third segment, which is Interview Dad. Dad, can you tell us...
We're doing this now.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to be talking about that. But anyway, okay. Fire away.
Okay, Dad, can you tell us...
I'll be like Marco Rubio on. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take water.
Dad, can you tell us 3 things you really like and 3 things you really don't like?
Okay. 3 things I really like. 1, my life.
Aww.
I have a very nice life. I have great people to be with. I get to go places with them and do things with them. I think I have a great life.
High five. That's a good answer. Good answer.
Second thing I like, well, the people. I get these 2. They're really nice people. But I also get to deal with other nice people during the week, and I go do things with them that I like to do. So, hey, and it's nice to be able to deal with the people you like, as opposed to those that you'd rather not deal with.
Well, that's not very Buddhist of you, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, yeah.
Retirement.
And travel. I like travel. I like the fact I can travel. And I've been doing it. So those are 3 things I like. Now, they may not be the same 3 tomorrow, you understand. But anyway.
Well, tomorrow it'll be ice cream, I almost guarantee it. But he went to Machu Picchu recently and Russia. And then he's going to Cleveland soon. He really knows how to live.
And places in between.
What about 3 things you really don't like?
Right now, I would have to say that one of the things that I don't like would be the leadership of the Catholic Church.
He really doesn't like that. Mother objects. Moving on.
That for sure. Pseudo-patriots is another. I watch these ads on TV where they wave the flag around. Oh, my goodness, that is so sad. Yeah.
Dad,
I don't
try
like
not to offend everyone. Let's move on.
I don't like it at all.
Now we've offended half the country. Okay.
Well, good. And hypocrites.
Dad! Nobody is left. Thank you. Okay, let's go on to the next thing.
You asked it, and you...
I might not ask anymore.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
We had a comment from a viewer.
Yes, sir.
He said, your dad is cool, like a real dad.
Wow.
Was he really reading that book? Dad was reading a book, shh, my dad says, in the last episode.
And I did read the book.
He also read it to people when they would listen. So we have some games for you. And the first is Name That Tune. So I'm going to play 3 songs, and you have to guess what they are. Starting
I
with
do?
Yes. What's the
Gee, that's...
What? That's all you get. Tell us. Dad, the song is Baby, and you said it 8 times. Try again. And that was Justin Bieber, but I wasn't even going to
Well, see, there's the problem. I don't know Justin's stuff. Now, Johnny Cash, I'd have it down pat.
Hold on.
Oh,
Try
gosh.
this one. Nothing? Dad, she said it. The name of that song is Call Me Maybe, and it was the big song last summer. That song was in my head for 3 months.
Tom T. Hall would be another possibility.
Try this one, Dad.
Boy Named Sue.
That took no time at all. So all that was very predictable. Let's play your last game called Hollywood Trivia.
Uh-oh. Whoa, now I'm in trouble.
Dad, can you name a Beyonce song?
I watched that video last night, but I couldn't tell you any
My
name.
dad watched the Beyonce documentary, so I'm trying to see if he learned anything at all. Okay.
I learned something about her.
Okay, follow-up question then. I'm going to throw you a bone. Can you give us a Beyonce factoid?
Let's see. She's seems to be concerned about herself a great deal.
Dad! Oh, moving on. Can you tell us anything about
That's a factoid.
Dad, try this one.
Oh.
Can you tell us anything Ashton Kutcher has ever done?
Oh, no.
Dad, like he breathed. One time he ate a burrito.
Yeah, I'm sure he eats and sleeps and
Right.
does other things that most people do.
This guy knows Ashton Kutcher. Now, Dad, what do you think about the show The Bachelor?
I haven't seen it, but
That's a relief.
you know, their concept, I think, is that the Bachelor associates with all these single women and picks one.
That's very good, Dad. Very
I think
good.
that's the idea. Seems reasonable to me.
And I'm relieved you don't watch it. Now, Dad, final question. Would you hang out with Charlie Sheen?
No.
Why the heck not? What do you got
I
against
don't
that
want to
guy?
have anything to do with Charlie
So
Sheen.
judgmental.
Johnny Cash, Tom T. Hall, heck, I'll deal with them.
They're dead.
Hey, would you hang around for my final segment? You have
Yes,
some time?
daughter, I'd be
Okay,
glad
great.
to.
We're going to do
Yes,
the
I
final
can't wait.
segment called Life and All That Jazz. He knows nothing about this segment.
more questions I don't know the answers to.
It's very common in this world. So today I'm pretty happy because I got to go this. I did sew again. I've done it twice and you didn't write it down. Today I got to go to this beautiful community called Sunburst that's north of Santa Barbara. And it was rejuvenating and beautiful, and I was thinking about my life and how I really don't like a 9-to-5. And sorry to my mother, she'd love it if I did. But I have had the great fortune of riding a wave of magic for a few years now. And if you watch the quiz in the first episode, you'll see some of the amazing things that happened because I just rolled with it. And today at Sunburst was just another one of those things. I'll be going to the Indian Wells tennis tournament with the dear friends soon. It just came up the other day. Trip to Palm Springs, might be going to Oregon next month. That just came up, you know. I never know what's going to happen. It's always fun. But it does concern me sometimes. And I got some really great advice recently that was don't give in to the fear. Just keep going. So, did I do it? Did I do it? Is that a fine?
So.
He's not good at this. Want to share with you guys what I've been up to. I've been studying classical Tibetan. You want to hold that, Dad?
I don't
Hold
know.
it against you. I've been studying classical Tibetan and Tibetan Buddhist philosophy, and I really thought I was going to do a PhD in it, but recently I learned that this is not going to work out. There's a very good chance this is not going to work out. So I have to figure out something else to do. Here are some of the books you read as an aspiring textual classical Tibetan translator. Anyway, is that in any way? I think you need to find me. I've had to figure out what to do in the meantime, and so that's probably so. I'm trying to figure out how to be a Buddhist practitioner in the world, a devoted Buddhist practitioner, while making a living as an American and being fulfilled. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just keep going, and I'm now a business consultant and an entrepreneur and a writer, and I don't know what's happening. But I did get the suggestion I should just do one thing, and that is be what's his name? That tall Argentinian tennis player, Dad. Juan Martín del Potro.
Del Potro, yes, Del Potro.
I should be his Mirka.
His what?
His Mirka.
Meaning?
Roger has a Mirka. All winners need a Mirka. His wife.
Ah, okay. Why him?
Because,
Why Del Potro?
well, Del Potro makes some not so great decisions for his life, and I don't want to say anything too much, but he's a lovely fellow who lovingly escorts Moss off center court, and I think he could use someone in his corner to help him get focused and not be distracted, and I'd love to be that person. So we'll see if that pans out at Indian Wells in a few weeks. But I recently read a quote by the Dalai Lama. One second. You want to hold this, Dad? And the quote is this. This world does not need more successful people. The planet desperately needs more peacemakers, healers, restorers, storytellers, and lovers of all kinds. And so with this in mind, I proceed with my life. I try to keep the joy up, because that's the source of everything. And we'll see what the future holds. I'll see you next week, and thanks for joining us.